Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your August horoscopes here. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners for a free reading. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. For an additional shot to win, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tony Nielsen Official. All of my contact information is in the box below. All right, fam, let's jump into it and see what's in store for the month ahead. Hey, Libra. This reading is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Libra, general overview, August 2020. Libra, general overview. Something's weighing on you a bit. It's like you're thinking about something a lot. Overthinking. There's something close to you, someone close to you. It's weighing heavy in your heart. And I see you almost like replaying thoughts, conversations, situations, possibly over and over in your mind right now. Are you reassessing a situation? Very, very interesting. Now that comes through very strongly for love. This is your general overview. But if that's still the dominant message and the dominant energy, it comes through. Okay, Libra. General overview. When it's dominant energy, it comes through. Somebody in love, or just somebody that you love. This could be a close family member, a close friend. They are weighing heavy in your heart right now. Did you have a falling out? Did a conversation get out of hand? I feel it's either you or it's them, but somebody's replaying something over and over and over. Almost obsessively so. Truly ruminating. In a very, I don't want to just say unhealthy because I think it's warranted. I think it comes from a lot of love and maybe a lot of fear. Someone's wondering if the situation has come to a close, Spirit's saying end of the road. Now, for those of you where this applies to a family member or possibly a career that you love, Spirit's saying trust the ending because the new door will open very quickly. It's not necessarily that you are closing a door on a person, but you're closing a door on a situation so that you can heal and evolve and move forward, possibly together, healthier together. This definitely applies to those of you who love what you do, but you don't love who you're working with. Challenging personalities, a challenging environment. You may close the door, but it's not on the career or the field altogether or a project altogether. You just need to surround yourself with better people, a healthier environment. But it weighs heavy on you. Someone feels very loyal. Oof, crossing this shower of abundance. It's like an abundance of love, an abundance of loyalty. Also like walking away from something where you would lose a lot of money. But knowing that it's not healthy for you anymore can be very challenging. Children, family. I mean, this goes deep, huh? Libra, this goes really deep for you. Look at this. 2 outcome cards here, followed by acceptance. Family, children, and accepting. There's some degree of healing that hasn't happened. There's some degree of miscommunication, but it's more than miscommunication. It's a lack of communication. Someone hasn't been communicating, and now all of a sudden, it might be too late to heal something. For those of you considering a divorce, it feels like money is really weighing on you. Am I going to truly lose all this money? Is this really of the highest good? Will I have any money left over after all of this? Will I be able to support my family, my children? How is this going to impact my family and my children if I move on? For some of you, you're moving on from, again, the situation where you love, but something about it is unhealthy. This career that you love, but the people you're working with, the environment right now is unhealthy. How are you going to be able to support your family and your children moving forward? Staying in divine flow, you will. The money that you lose will be gained back quickly, but this does call for more acceptance. I feel like there's somebody involved here whose eyes are wide open, maybe not loving what they see, but they're acknowledging the truth of a situation and what is not working. And then there's somebody who has either been very quiet or possibly in denial. Somebody possibly a little defensive, but it comes from a place of denial, sort of not owning up to their participation in what isn't working out, hasn't worked out. Bottom of the deck here is life purpose, and we also have play, okay? So there is really beautiful energy for those of you who will move on, especially in a career space. It's almost like finding soul family, but also in the career space. Making sure that you are doing what you love. Making sure that you are doing what you love. You are connected to your soul purpose. Maybe leaving behind jobs and careers that you don't love. Trusting that the money will come in if you align with soul purpose and you align with doing what you truly love to do. Making money doing what you love to do. There's definitely money concern here, but it's like a loss of money. It's a loss of maybe a stability at a job to chase a passion, but that's where you have the most success. But I do feel for those of you who will be the most challenged by that this month have family or children that they're taking care of. Money is definitely a factor, but accept that spirit is guiding you. Accept that there's clarity here. Accept that the lack of contentment in your current situation is not just going to disappear overnight. You have to take steps forward to change it. Now, can some of you in a family setting move forward together as a family unit? Absolutely. But whoever is being quiet, whoever is in denial or defensive, they have to come full circle with the reality of the situation, or this probably won't heal. You will be moving on solo, okay? So let's dive into love, because this obviously has a huge crossover with love here. Libra and love. Libra and love, August 2020. Okay, Spirit just said don't give up. Having clarity, knowing that there's an issue, doesn't necessarily mean that you throw in the towel. Okay, but it does mean maybe you're reaching out for help. It does mean that you need to communicate better. And it does mean that there's a big enough issue right now that it could be a deal breaker if you don't attend to it right now, this month, okay? Libra and love. Spirit's saying over the last couple of months, your eyes have been opened. It's almost like a little more. With each passing week, with each passing month, you're like, how did I miss this? You didn't really miss it, okay? Very soon you get your full circle clarity. Very soon you decide how you're going to move forward and how you're going to deal with this. Interesting. Your challenge is flirt. Your challenge is possibly another air sign. That could obviously be you. The challenge is not being flirtatious with somebody external if you feel like this is ending. I feel like the challenge could be a partner who was flirtatious, and that could possibly be triggering the ending of a relationship because you feel like someone wasn't faithful. But I feel like you would already know. So if you don't know, I don't feel like you're getting that surprise moment in August. I feel like this is something you've been made aware of over the last couple of months, okay? Even if it seems sort of harmless, you recognize that the energy of it, or maybe you recognize it within yourself. If you find yourself being a little bit flirtatious, you're like, okay, it's harmless because I'm not trying to pursue anything with anybody. It's just a conversation. However, why do I need this conversation and this attention right now? Why am I seeking this from somebody outside of my partnership, okay? Chemistry's off. There's a lack of chemistry. There's a lack of either physical chemistry, intellectual chemistry. But I really think what's harming a relationship right now is lack of communication. Who's being quiet and burying their feelings? Who's maybe getting quiet and defensive? This could possibly be you too, because you don't want to have conflict with somebody, but the buried emotions are blocking physical passion, emotional depth. Okay, something's being blocked here. This has been challenging. This has come up for you before. Different spiritual journeys, different religious beliefs and upbringing. Okay, this could be challenging a current relationship. But Leos come through very strong. We are in Leo season now, okay? The best energy coming through for you does pertain to Leo. So in this entire spread, Leos feel very blessed for you. Leo season feels very blessed, but in a transitional way, in a way where you have to come full circle on these kinds of relationships and possibly cut some ties, take some space, really figure out what you want. And I do think for some of you, you've taken some space. You've taken some space from each other. And you're realizing that you do still want to stick this out. It is very much worthwhile. You will make the effort, and now you can heal. Okay? For some of you in August, and this Leo season is so blessed for relationship because you can finally heal. But there's definitely a lot of air sign here. Somebody being a little flirtatious. But again, flirt being in the challenge position kind of goes hand in hand with this. It's like there's a lack of flirtation in your current partnership. There's a lack of flirtation and playfulness. You have to get back to that to revive a situation. Now, for those of you who are single, I see you attracting somebody. For some reason, Spirit's showing me like the 12th, like after the 12th. I feel like you may be calling in a new partner. You're certainly attracting more than one partner to you. There's a lot of flirtation, but I feel like this continues to be a challenge. This feels a little karmic. People flirting with you, and on paper they seem like they're a really good match, but if you're being real, there's something just a little too different. Okay, the spiritual journey, the religious upbringing, something, and you can, that in and of itself is not a deal breaker, but it would be a challenge. But paired with lack of passion, I see a lot of people being attracted to you and you not necessarily reciprocating. I think that's the best way to put it. That is karmic. You will break through that energy after the 12th. For whatever reason, I'm getting the 12th. Bottom of the deck, you have taken some space. You've taken some time back. Even if you are single, you've taken some time to yourself. Now's the time to step out, to keep an open mind, to start dating again, to entertain some new people, some new partners and conversations. But if there's one main message here, it's around communication. Communication feels off, especially for those of you who've been together for a while. It's almost like it's gotten progressively worse over the last couple of months, as somebody has either buried how much that bothers them, or somebody is retreated because there's an issue and they're afraid to talk about it. Somebody could possibly be in denial. Now, if this is you, Libra, Leo is going to spotlight the issues for you so that you have clarity. It may be difficult, but the positive in that is now you can finally heal it. You are the partner. It's like somebody's eyes open whose eyes were not open prior to this month. But I am feeling like you have been the partner who's been a little more aware, and your partner doesn't necessarily recognize that you have any issues. But it is sort of like now or never. You got to address this, or it's going to, over the course of the few months ahead, I almost see this very quick, like, snowball effect, okay? Just, like, flying downhill, picking up speed, and it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. If you don't address this issue before the end of this year, I feel like it's going to cause just a permanent break. So deal with this right now. Decide if this is still a partner who you are passionate about, who you can revive that passion, that connection, that communication with. Are you in alignment enough? Even if there are differences, are you in alignment enough? Are you still contributing to each other's soul growth and soul and spiritual journey, okay? If the answer to that is yes, then you move forward. But if you get real and you're like, I don't know, I just don't see it, I feel like this person's holding me back, or we're not connected enough and I have no idea how to revive it, Leo season may give you the courage to step out, or at least step out or to step back for either a little bit of a different perspective, or to finally sort of just cut ties and move on. I know that's tough. I know that's super tough. But you do wind up here. You definitely wind up with all eyes on you at some point. I do think that's a challenge for some of you and some of your partners with this flirtation, because somebody's getting a whole lot of attention and they're flirting. This could very well be you. Like, I could say this as a Gemini to a Libra. We flirt. We're air signs. We do attract people, and Libra, you know that you're super flirtatious even when you don't mean to be. Like, a normal conversation with you, a beautiful, pure conversation with you can come across flirtatious to somebody else who doesn't understand an air sign, okay? Your partner may be having an issue with this, and this may be making them very insecure. If that's all that it is, communicate and just rein it in. It's as simple as that. And then you get back to their eyes on you, your eyes on them. You revive your passion. So you do wind up in a really healthy space, but you've got a little work ahead of you this month, okay? Libra, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out. I'm available for private readings, for energy healing. You guys know that I specialize in energy healing. I haven't been saying that as much on the channel because I think you guys know this about me already. But for those of you that are new, I specialize in energy work. I'm a shaman. I'm a Reiki master teacher. Reach out to me if you need some help, if you feel like that can benefit you and maybe shift this energy or maybe just clear some energy so that you're getting better results in career or in love, especially in love if this is weighing heavy on you. Reach out. I'm here for you. I am only taking emergency readings and sessions at this time. But I do still have some availability. I will be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading. But in the meantime, Libra, sending so much love, light, gratitude your way. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.